So what is the purpose of adding foam panels to your setup? Well, it helps you quite a bit. You'll see here I ordered some foam panels. These act as a soundproofing material. If you're setting up a studio, you can actually add these to the wall. So what I'm going to do is put these up and let you know how easy they are to apply. You can actually get adhesive spray that you can spray in the back of these and stick them on, but that's not what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be adding them on, and then once they've done, I'll show you a clip of them and you can see how they perform. Okay, so I asked in my community tab about what I should do with the beam behind me. So thank you to everybody who commented. I took your feedback on board. It was a tricky decision, but I ended up going with a grey black foam. So you'll see how that kind of comes through now. Okay, so we're going to dive straight into the process here. I basically got all the foam. I had double-sided tape. I tried this, but it was not successful. What happened was the day after, everything just fell onto the floor. I think it expands the foam slowly, so as it moves, it kind of fell over. So I did an alternative method, but it was a good dry run. I basically added all the foam panels on the beam behind me, as you can see right now. And I'm basically using double-sided tape in each corner, adding it on, seeing how it looks, adjusting it around. And then I was thinking of putting it on the side wall as well, because on the left camera angle, when I show close-ups, you can see that back wall behind me. You can also see on the ceiling that little job, DIY job of hanging the light off the ceiling. That did not work out great. It was a temporary solution, and it was just to get the feel of the light. And also you can see the light in shot on the right hand side here. So I will be adjusting those in this video as well. So the idea here is fixing the foam panels on the wall as well as sorting out the lighting. So here you can see, while I'm showing stuff close up on my Amazon live show, things are visible in the background, like that wire behind me, and the wall is plain. So I ended up doing a better idea, which you'll see in the thumbnail of the video. Here's that little jobby with the light. So what I did was I basically took the lights off. I added an extra beam on my ceiling, a wooden beam, which allowed me to attach the lights on there, which made it a lot better. So if you're in your own property, you're fine doing this because you can nail and screw what you want. If you're renting, then you might have to think of an alternative idea. But you'll see here, it kind of instantly gave the desk better lighting. So I got my step ladder out and did a bit of testing, and you can see the desk is lit well, and these worked very well. That's a shot of the ceiling showing those lights. Again, these are the newer lights, and you'll see how I progressed through this. I had some old media, so when the foam panels fell off, I added my old floppy disks and stuff in the back to give it like a bit of a retro feel, but it was a bit distracting, so I definitely wanted to put foam up. So with the foam, I tried it in diamond shapes as opposed to square, and I left a gap in between, because like a lot of people mentioned in my community tab, the black kind of makes me not stand out as much. So they had a good point about making me stand out by like a different color. So in the end, I thought, what about if I do an alternative and put a foam panel and then leave a gap. And you'll also notice now I've got really thin pins that I'm pinning in the middle of the foam, and these actually held up a lot better than the double-sided tape. So here now we've got like that little triangle of the white and the black, so it's not as bad. If I stand in the right spot, you can still make me out from the difference of the background. I will have a backlight anyway, and again, this is not an ideal situation. There's not much space here, but it's making do with the space that you do have. And you can see in the last few images how this turned out. And it looks quite nice, to be honest. It kind of looks a bit professional, and I was thinking of doing two colors, but I think I might leave it like this because I've got the little inserts of additional media in between the gaps. So I'll see you on the next video.